Welcome to our 5 on 5. We're pleased to be joined by McSwain, the CEO of Oregon Lifeguard, and Jen Colleen, a chief flight nurse for Oregon Lifeguard. Thank you guys so much for being here.
Thank you for having us.
All right, so Kai, let me start with you. Oregon Lifeguard, who are you guys?
You know, we're an air medical company. We're based in Grants Pass. We're bringing fixed wing and helicopter emergency services to the area.
Okay, and so helicopters, planes, what type of equipment do you run?
Yeah, so we'll have both helicopters and planes, a Pilatus PC-12, and we operate the helicopter as a Bell 407GX.
Okay, and Jen, you're a chief flight nurse. What kind of equipment do you have on these transport vehicles?
We have critical care equipment that you would see in any ICU-based hospital. We have specialty equipment to intubate patients or place them on a ventilator, or any medication that you might require in a critical care environment or emergency environment. Okay,
makes sense. All right, so Kai, what's your service area? Who do you serve, and how do people contact you, or do they? How does it work?
Yeah, that's a great question. Our region is the Southern Oregon region, Northern California. So roughly it's Roseburg south, and then cover coast to, from the coast to the Oregon border. Our aircraft can go all the way to Portland, San Francisco. If need be, we could go all the way to Phoenix if necessary.
Oh, wow. Okay. And so are people contacting you? Like, at what point does an organization like yourselves get called in?
So we're part of, so you have an existing EMS system. So those first responders would make the call on scene calls. So if you had a motor vehicle accident on I-5, those first responders would make that decision. And then you have what's called inter-hospital or facility transfers. And the facilities themselves would call you. Usually the decision's being made at the bedside by the attending physician. That's the easiest way. But the individual wouldn't call you from their backyard. It's always through EMS.
Okay. All right. So I definitely want to talk to you about, you guys are looking to hire right now. We'll talk about some people, what you're looking for. But first, we're going to take a quick break. Stay with us. Welcome back to our 5 on 5. We're going to here with Kai McSwain and Jen Colleen with Oregon Lifeguard. So Kai, you guys are new to Grants Pass. Why Grants Pass, and are you a national, local company? How does it work?
Yeah, we're a local company. We're a local affiliate. Our parent company, Classic Lifeguard, is a national company, so we're in other states. The question as to why is Southern Oregon is called a medically underserved area. That's a federal designation. And more importantly, the road systems, I-5 north-south is okay, but east-west it's very difficult to move patients when they need emergent care quickly. So this is a market where if you want to get to Portland and you're in Cave Junction, with a helicopter we can be there in an hour and a half as opposed to a 5.5 hour, 6 hour drive. Yeah, certainly a dramatic difference when every moment counts. Okay, and Jen, what kind of staffing do you have? You're a chief flight nurse, but who else is involved?
Thank you. So on our aircraft, we have 2 individuals in the medical compartment. We have a critically trained paramedic and a critical trained nurse. Each of those are required to have 3 years of specialty experience and critical care experience prior to joining our teams. We then maintain a significant comprehensive training program, including national certifications, maintenance classes, outreach education. We're very heavily educated personnel. Sure, yeah, okay. And Kai, you're looking to hire right now some educated personnel, I would imagine. Who are you looking to hire? How many people? So we're adding about 30 to 50 jobs, and it's a range, but we need nurses, we need paramedics. As Jen mentioned, 3 years of critical care or emergent experience. And then we're looking for pilots as well, rated on the Pilatus and Bell 407, and then the mechanics as well to service those aircraft. Okay, and I know you were talking earlier about, you know, the difference between a helicopter and driving from, say, like the example you gave, Cave Junction to Portland. I assume there's a cost savings as well sometimes in taking flights? You know, we offer a membership program that it's $60 a year for the individual, $120 for the family, and that mitigates after insurance any of the patient burden. So that's largely a clinical benefit, but then there's the savings I mentioned right there by being part of that membership program. Okay, very good. And if anybody has any more questions or anything, they can find you guys online? Absolutely. Yeah, www.oregonlifeguard.com. Please check it out. Give us a call if you want to apply for a job or just want more information. We'd be happy to talk to you. All right, Kai, Jen, thank you so much for being here. Appreciate it. Thank you, Craig. All right, stay with us. We'll be right back.